This woman named Martha emailed me and she was like, I have a spooky, scary story time for you. So when I graduated college, I went to visit this bar that my friend recommended. It was in Seattle's Post Alley. I had to look it up. I've never been there, but this is what it looks like. We have something in Nashville like this called Printer's Alley. From what I read online, Post Alley is just this little strip of like bars and shops and restaurants. Martha's friend recommends that Martha and her husband check out this bar, Kell's Irish Pub. Martha said she was at first hesitant to go because she had always gotten weird vibes from Seattle's Post Alley after dark. Like she had the feeling that she was being watched, but her friend was like, no, trust me, you're going to have a good time. They have great Irish stew and they have live music. And her husband's like, yeah, we need a date night. So Martha's like, you're right, I'll go, fine, whatever. So they go, they're there for like an hour. The music hasn't started yet. They put in an order for food and she has to go to the bathroom. She's feeling pretty good. She had a couple drinks, took the edge off, and she goes to the bathroom by herself. She pushes open the bathroom door and immediately feels like somebody walked in behind her. So she turns around, there's nobody there, and she walks into the bathroom stall, but she feels like she's being watched. Like it's so creepy. She actually said that she remembers feeling scared to look in the mirror. She sits down in the toilet, she's peeing, whatever, and all of a sudden she has this feeling like two hands are wrapped around her throat and she is choking. She said she like grasped at her neck to pull off these invisible hands. There was nobody there, and she also felt a set of hands like holding her down in the toilet so she couldn't get up. This goes on for several seconds. She's freaking out. She's starting to see black. She feels like she's gonna asphyxiate. She said, I swear to you, I was not alone in the bathroom even though nobody was there. She almost has a panic attack, and finally she realizes she has to muster up all her strength, so she stands up, pulls her pants up, and runs out of the bathroom back to her husband. She's ghost white when she gets back. She's like, we need to leave right now. And her husband's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I ordered you another drink and I'm waiting for my food. She's like, get your food to go. I'm not finishing that drink. We need to get out of here right now. Her husband like rolls his eyes. He thinks she's making something up in his head. He's like, you're overreacting. Nothing happened. You were in the bathroom alone. They leave. She is more than happy to leave. She doesn't care if he's mad at her. The experience shook her, but she just attributed it to something evil in that area. A week later, she's at her friend's house picking something up, and an episode of Ghost Hunters comes on the TV, and they are doing a deep dive into the same bar that she was at, Kell's Irish Pub. I looked it up. I found the episode. This is it if you want to watch it. But basically, this bar is known as being the most haunted bar in Seattle. It has a history of being a funeral home with a ton of corruption. And there's not just one, but a few different ghosts that people have claimed to see hanging out in different parts of the building. If you're familiar with it, let me know. If you've had any experiences, if anyone ever used to work there, please let me know your story, because this reminds me so much of when I worked in Printer's Alley in Nashville. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to do a few story times today of things that happened when I worked there. I'm not even kidding you. I used to have regular contact with a friendly ghost named Cindy when I worked at this bar in Printer's Alley, and I'll tell you those story times too.